Yo, what is going on, my Magic Knights? It is your boy Lota here, back with another BCM video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the one and only, the fastest go of BCM himself, Mr. Willius, aka William Vengeance. Now, off rip, I'd like to say that this unit is going to be extremely meta throughout the entirety of Global. You still see him using KR and JP going into Season 6 right now, and the reason for that is because he outspeeds every single unit in the game at max dupe. As of right now, I'm at 4 dupes and his speed is 123, but if you get him to that final dupe, his speed rises to 126, and no one can beat him for a hot second. I think there's maybe 2 other units that hit 126, but I don't know if those are max duped also, or if that's just their base stat. We're not there yet on CA. But yes, he's a unit that you're definitely going to want to have on Global. I don't suggest reroll bannering for him unless you happen to get, you know, Mars and Lotus, or unless you feel like you're going to spend money on this game so you don't mind getting a William. Something I'd like to point out for reroll banners, that if Global is following in Canadian's footsteps, then we should have a William rate up banner anyways, so that's definitely the ideal time to go ahead and pull for him and try and dupe him out. Off-rip, what you're going to want to do with William now is you're going to want to run about a 4-piece enhanced speed and a 2-piece defense. Your your accessories don't really matter too much, but whatever you can on him. At the beginning of the game, you guys really aren't going to have accessories anyways, but in the future, just run whatever you find useful on him. For his skills, now what we're going to be talking about for his skill, it's a skill page. So his skill page is going to grant an ally an increased attack buff for 2 turns, increased speed for 2 turns, and 80% chance to grant an ally 35% increased mobility buff when their mobility is equal or lower than 50. Also grants an ally status element immunity for 1 turn. And then the passive skill is upon using skill 2 grants the ally with the lowest HP ratio, HP recovery equal to 6.8% of their max HP. Now this obviously gets stronger at max dupe. As you can see, I only have it 1 duped, but that's perfectly fine as long as you just have his card in general, and William will be perfectly fine. If you do not have his card, you can run Sally's card, or you can run Fenrir's card. Now, in terms of skills, now what you're going to want to do with his skills is you're going to want to first of all focus on leveling up his ultimate, as it gives fortify and counter attack. And then right after that, you're going to want to level up his skill 2, which is going to increase your attack, increase your speed, mobility, and status element immunity. Now, as I like to say, usually with William, this isn't a character that you upgrade like 1 max out and then go max out the other. I'd say go 2 and 2 in this, so max out this, or my bad, level up this, then level up this, and kind of keep alternating between these 2. Now for his passives, you have grant all allies a 5% fortify buff for 1 turn upon using a special skill, and then you have 30% chance to grant a 10% increased mobility buff upon taking damage. Now for talents, as per usual, go over this in every guide. For William, you're going to want to be using increased magic attack as he scales off magic attack, and you're going to want to be using increased frenzy for the crit rate. Now for defense and support, it's the same as usual. For defense, you're going to be using increased defense and endurance, and for support, you're going to be using swiftness and increased damage resistance. Now, his bond items are same as everyone else's. You get some mage pieces, you get an illustration, then you get an outfit at 9. Now, as per usual, you probably, if you get him day 1, try and get him to UR, you won't be reaching LR until day 2, day 3 anyways, unless you have these. But with that out of the way, let's go ahead and showcase him in arena. Alrighty, I have found an opponent, and now let's go and show out the team. So we're going to be running Voltos right alongside him, which I'll go over in a little bit. My Voltos is actually just a little bit faster than my William due to me having a speed stone, so we're going to alt to increase our mobility. We're going to alt with William to get fortify and counter attack on our Noelle. Noelle is going to put up a shield so that we cannot get hurt, and then as per usual, Mars is going to team all and see who we can stun. Okay, so we stun Rill and we stun Ghost. That's perfectly fine, because those are 2 buffers. That's a buffer and a stunner that we definitely do not want to have to deal with. Arm's gonna go to start fucking making us be irritated. Now, this is real easy right here. We're going to go ahead and use skill 2 with the Voltos, gonna increase magic attack. we're going to use our skill 2 with William. It's going to HP increase speed and attack, and then we're going to alt with Noelle. Just 65k. That's kind of weak for Noelle. Definitely nothing too crazy, especially with 2 buffs. I've hit more without it. What's Ro gonna do? Ro's just gonna remove our buffs. He didn't alt. Perfectly fine. Definitely gonna go ahead and stun Ro, because we do not want to deal with him stunning us. Not too worried about attacking the damage dealer, as we are going to have counter consistently up anyways. Going to go ahead, just try and knock out Ro here. Alrighty, now back here now. Ghost is gonna go. Is gonna buff Noelle, which is actually extremely scary. But we definitely don't want to hit this Noelle. Let me see. So she doesn't have her 5 passive, so actually let's go ahead and taunt her so that she doesn't use her fucking shield. Let's get her out of here with William. Next. Let's see, we're gonna put shield back up because we've practically won this already. Got rid of their DPS and got rid of their stunner. Magic attack to Noelle. She's gonna attack, doesn't even matter in the slightest. We're gonna team ult. Gonna stun Ghosh. Try and just knock out Ghosh at this point because Charmy's just going to be trying to sustain. Doesn't matter in the slightest though, because Charmy is dead now with William. So that's what an ideal William rotation is going to look like. It's nothing too crazy. He's just going to be your typical alt and then skill 2 for the majority of the game. Now, what you can go ahead and do is day 1, if you do not feel like getting William off a reroll banner, because as I stated, you know, Lotus and Mars are definitely your 2 to get off reroll banner, as William will be coming eventually with his own banner most likely. The 2 units that you can use to replace him are Finral and Voltos. Voltos is an SR that buffs magic attack, and his alt gives everyone an increased mobility buff. And Finral, his alt gives everyone increased speed, chance to remove debuffs and increased crit rate. And then his skill is going to give increased attack, increased crit rate, damage buff, and then a mobility buff. Now, even with these 2, even if you have William, you're still usually going to run either Finral or Voltos right alongside William, depending on your team. My team does not run either of these 2 anymore, as I'm using a Lotus instead of them, but they are both extremely cracked. Now, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be posting another video later today about what's confirmed to be happening for Global and what you should be pulling on. And then hopefully tomorrow I should be dropping a tier list video for y'all. So hope that interests you. But that being said, see y'all tomorrow. Peace, everyone.